What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Woo! Hello! Sorry, I'm very out of breath. Welcome to the Monday edition of your show. I am your busty host, Gary. My mic's not on? My mic one? Oh, we tested it. I thought we tested these out. We good now? There we go. Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of your show. Still out of breath, still busty host Gary, and this is still the only show that we know of that goes live Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m., unless it's a Monday where everything goes haywire. But we still get on, and we're so damn proud to be able to say that and to share that with you. Dare we say Saskatchewan? We don't know anyone else that's doing scheduled viewing Monday to Friday. So that's very, very cool. We're proud of that. We also love to make up categories we're number one in. That one's easy today. We're the number one show on YouTube with a host that's out of breath and sweating. Number one. We're number one. Well, we'll explain all this in a second, but first, we got to check in with the greatest camera in the history of all kind. That camera is the Maggie Cam. Look at that beautiful puppy. Ooh, the Maggie Cam. We're our incredible friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. When you walk into those majestic doors, you'll say hi to Leroy, and Leroy will walk you right up to the till, and then he will introduce you to Mike or Rochelle, and they'll give you the greatest service in the history of pet stores, including those brand new buckle-up collars that they got and the matching leashes. Maggie's sporting a super awesome comic book Marvel one with the matching leash, and Adventures with Maggie video will soon be coming up, and you can check all that out for yourself before you head in and make some decisions on how you want to glow up your animal. They also have the greatest cleaning station on earth and so much more. It's all there for you at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Look at her. Hit her spot perfectly. All right, before we get into the explanation of all this, and I am going to kill a little bit more time because we're working through a whole bunch of stuff. So the deal was basically yesterday we did the sidewalk slam for CCO, and I'm going to explain that. But first, I'm going to introduce our guest for today, a new little segment that we are going to be introducing. Not even a segment, more of a theme, I think is what it would be. We ready there, LB? Perfect. We're calling it Emily May Mondays, and the Emily May is from one of our many amazing shows. Emily May is all up in your business, and you've seen her here numerous times. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Emily May!
Yay!
Hey! We're in the four corners. I always say you can always tell when LB's on the ones and twos in there because he has the fancy transitions, and he makes them all go in incredible ways. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing right now?
Did you get as big of a workout in as I did?
No, I
Okay.
just sat here all nicely.
No,
but
that's
do you
not
want
true.
to tell
You did good. You did you were extremely helpful. So here's what's going on. We had the CCO Sidewalk Slam Season 3 go down yesterday. We were in here for about 5 hours. We had all the boys in the house, even Rusty Trom Jones, who I finally got to meet. I'm so grateful because that guy is amazing. Rusty Trom Jones. Think of a better name than that. You can't.
You can't.
I'll save you the effort. And they played Magic here in the studio. But we turned this table, we moved that table, we used the second set, we used the lights, we used everything. And as I was sitting here getting closer to our normal start time of 4 p.m., I was wondering, and I was also working with our author friend, John Fast. Incredible book out now. Check it out on Amazon. You Can't Stop Love. Absolutely amazing. And we got caught up in the book, and then all of a sudden I was like, well, maybe something's going on. Maybe we don't have a producer today or something. Because normally the Phenom comes in, the hand, and he comes in and he does his thing. Turns out Phenom had the day off today because it's Phenom's birthday. And not just any birthday. I think it's his 19th birthday.
Oh, so it's the birthday.
It's a big birthday. And I talked to him on the phone and I didn't even realize it was his birthday. All I said was, "Hey, are you coming in today?"
Stressed out at 4 or
Yes.
3:45.
I passed that stress along through, and it's about as stressed as I get nowadays because this place is so magical. It's brought all my stress levels so down compared to past years. And I didn't even think about it. And then the phone went off, and you're like, "Hey, your alarm's going off." I was like, "Wonder what that is." Oh, yeah, it's Phenom's birthday. So to my sweet, beautiful Phenom, thank you so much for being so amazing. I know you're going to have a hell of a day today. And your dad, Curtis, and the rest of your beautiful family will make sure you have an amazing 19th birthday. And I can't wait to hear all about it when you get in here. So, with all that in mind, I'm here, Emily May's here, and we're trying to put mics together, and we're testing mics, and nothing's going through. We're trying to get cameras going. They're all facing the wrong way. They're on the wrong levels. Every single thing that could go wrong went wrong. And Emily May, how do you think we did under stress management? How do you think we did?
You know what? I think that was the calmest stress situation ever.
And that's why I love this place.
Yes.
That is why this place is so magical. Like LB rushed in here, like bless his
He
soul, my sweet
ran.
man. And to do it like that too, and he's a very busy guy, and he got caught up in all the stuff that you get caught up in. And he gets in here, and the whole like, he's my safety net. He's our safety net. Like this is his baby. So whenever he's around, nothing can go wrong. I love that, and we thrive in that. But when that safety net isn't here, we're like chickens with our heads cut off, trying to figure out what to do. Probably making things worse, as you heard.
Yeah.
Weren't even plugged into the right mics. We thought we were, but we weren't. And so he comes in here, saves the day, and then he says, "Could you imagine if this happened anywhere else?" I said, "Man, we'd all be fired." And then I said, "Could you," in my head, I didn't say it out loud after this, but can you imagine how amazing this world would be if everyone could have that comfort in knowing that you can make mistakes and it's okay?
Yes. It
That's-
would be a different world. It
It
would
really
genuinely
would.
be a different world.
And it makes me so proud. Like every day I get more proud of this place and the people in it and everyone involved with what we're doing. And it's just another perfect example of just, doing good, do good things, and just appreciate people. I didn't even yell at you, not even a little bit. I love you too damn much, buddy. I absolutely do. So, as we roll into a new week, Emily May, you are here, and I'm trying to get you in on Mondays. I think Emily May Mondays has a really good ring to it.
I actually do like that a lot. It sounds a little negative because, like, the Monday blues, the Mondays,
No,
Emily
you're looking
May Mondays.
the wrong
but
way.
That's what I'm
You're
thinking.
bringing it back up.
We got to bring it back up.
Making
Mondays are better now.
Making Mondays cool again.
Yes.
See? This is what I'm saying.
I like that. That's this new slogan. Emily May Mondays, making Mondays cool again.
This is what I'm saying. That's why we bring you aboard. Just the brain on you, girl. You're always thinking of great ideas and great things to do.
Tell me about it.
And you're so humble. The humbleness
know.
just comes through in your voice.
Just sharing it with everybody.
That's it. But it's funny because Mondays, it's always been sort of the floating day. Like we got Friday round table, we got Thursday with CTV's Matt Young, we got the all the way around table on Wednesdays, we got the All That Angst podcast on Tuesdays, but Monday never really had a theme.
Right.
And this is sort of could be your place where we
Yes.
can build you up as we continue to get you out on Emily May is All Up in Your Business. I was talking with our friends in Bloom Entertainment today, and they are talking about getting a shoot in with you, hopefully maybe this week. So we could be getting our
Ooh.
second episode, which would be quite nice. And if you haven't seen the first one, you can check it out. It's on the network, and it's basically her going into businesses and snooping around, be like, what's going on here? It's getting all up in your business.
Really, getting quite nosy and finding all the fun little cute
That's
things that
it.
you don't know about behind these businesses.
Yeah,
So.
and then you bring them in here after, and you get a little one-on-one time to talk about the origins of the business and all the other stuff. So it's a great way to introduce you and your business to this incredible community of Saskatoon, which we are slowly, and this isn't me saying this is what people have told me, and it makes me feel so happy, but I still, we very rarely want to say, look at us, because that's just not who we are. But people have said that this is slowly becoming the voice of Saskatoon, like the hyper localness. If you want to get your message across locally, this is where you go. Because people are paying attention now as the numbers continue to grow and as people continue to come on board. This is a great way to showcase whatever it is you're doing. And if you would like to, you ready for this?
Mhm.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just let us know. Send an email. Contact at dufferinave.com. That's the email. Say it. It's really fun. Blew it. Retry. Hey, you can also go to our website, dufferinave.com. That's all I got. You got any background vocals? Perfect. Nailed it. Let us know what you got going on, what you want to do, and we'll help you out. This whole place has been built on people chasing their dreams and people doing stuff that they never thought they'd be able to do. Do you ever think you'd be able to come into a place like this and start contributing and doing fun stuff all the time?
No, absolutely not. Never thought I'd get to go be nosy and it be my job. So
yeah. It's very, very, very exciting. And everyone who comes in here always leaves saying that same thing. Just the comfort level in here. And when you come in, that's like the guys yesterday for the Sidewalk Slam, they just instantly, they said, this is so cool. You know, it's very rare when you can walk into a place and just feel comfortable and be allowed to be yourself. And every one of those compliments is not lost on me in any way, because that's what we want, to be different. We always say, you know, society's always said, if you're different, no, you have to do, like, think about how many times people tell you, if you're going to do a show or a podcast or anything, you have to, don't forget to tell people to like and subscribe and hit all those buttons. Like, no, you don't have to do that. You're just doing that because everyone else is doing it, and nobody likes when you do it. No one wants to be told what to do, right?
Absolutely. It actually usually would,
I've had
me off from wanting to.
I've had videos where I've really enjoyed them on YouTube and other platforms, and I said, okay, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll hit that like or subscribe, and then right at the end, don't forget to like or subscribe. I guess I can't watch another one, and I feel sad because I want to enjoy your content, but the second you say that stuff, no, be yourself. Don't be a sheep. And I don't know why it's so hard for everyone to understand that. If you want to stand out, be different. It's so simple, and yet nobody gives it a go because I guess I do understand. It's not safe. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
That's what it is. You have to put in the work, and you have to understand that there's value there. And
you have to be prepared for the potential that it doesn't go the way you want.
Which it does all the time.
It's a risk.
All the time. Look at this today.
Yeah.
It is a perfect example of everything going the opposite way of what it's supposed to do. And like we said, most people wouldn't be able to handle that. Here it's just a lapse. Like, all right, we'll just go and we go.
Well, that's exactly you, though. That's the Gary part of the Dufferin Avenue Media Network that keeps it all together and keeps it, you know, he's a little too humble, opposite to me, a little too humble. We wouldn't have this without the guy who did it all to put it together.
It's
so
all of us. And I will always say that because it's never about me. I appreciate the kind words, but this place, it's a magical, magical place. I'm just sending Phenom a happy birthday message right now.
Oh, he remembers.
And we'll see if he's watching it out as well. But he'll see his shout out. If you don't join live, it's all good. We get a lot of views. There it is, trying to be humble. We get a lot of views. We get a couple of views from the recorded version of this, so you can watch it at your leisure. But the idea of having a live show is so it will feel live. And today's will be no different. It will feel live because you will understand that we're just going by the seat of our pants. And just so grateful. I'm so damn grateful. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to keep rambling. I do need to catch my breath, though. So, Emily May, tell me about your weekend, young lady. Let's move on from this.
Hello. Yes, okay.
Woo.
My weekend, while Gary catches his breath, let me think.
Can you do some hockey stuff?
Yes.
Tell us about the hockey.
2 men's University of Saskatchewan Husky games this Friday and Saturday.
Are they still the best in the country?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the best in the country, but they
Damn near.
Yeah, they definitely won both games against the Manitoba. I think that's what they are. I don't even know because they were. Sorry if your family or friends out there to a Manitoba Bison. They wanted it. You could tell. They worked for it. It just didn't go their direction. So the Huskies did dominate.
And you were in the stands during those? Is
yes.
that what you're doing? Yeah.
Yes. I'm the good old fan favorite going up to the fans because I get to give them free stuff, so they love that.
What kind of stuff do you say in there? Because I know our good buddy Croker, our morning show guy, 99 The Bull, one of my favorite people. He was the guy for the Blades for a long time, and then he's always throwing the footballs.
The beloved guy for the Blades.
He's our sweet prince, of course.
Yes.
But it's like, do you get to throw stuff into the fans as well, or anything?
Yeah, it's similar to that. It's just not as much.
Yeah.
So he would have done a lot more talking and a lot more things than I do, but we do a t-shirt cannon toss. So Howler, our mascot, goes out with the cannon, and then we throw some t-shirts.
You know what you haven't done in a long time?
Oh no, what's that?
Giving us your Howler impression. Hey, if I say go Huskies, what do you do?
You go, row, row, row.
You even woke
There's a
Maggie
dog
up.
in here,
you even woke Maggie up. Like, what is that, hey?
Wait, do it again. Go on the Maggie cam, and
Watch
I'm gonna
yeah.
do it again.
Here we go.
Okay, you ready?
Here we go, LB.
Ruff, 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 ruff. She's not bothered. She's looking at me
Like,
like,
are you guys
what
serious?
are you doing?
Yeah. Stop speaking my language. You're supposed to be talking English. It's a show.
Yeah.
People are wanting it. So
See, I'm glad it's Monday because this is the type of day where it just doesn't matter if I bark on a podcast live.
and again, I can't stress enough to know that you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like so many people, like there is, and you see it all over. Well, actually, I guess you don't see it that much because people don't go live. Everyone does their podcast recorded, make it like weekly or every second day or whatever it is, and they make sure they manicure it.
Yes, lots
Make
of
sure it's-
editing,
yeah,
lots
everything's
of
perfect.
picture perfect.
And so you never get the real type
Raw.
of show. And that's why I always say this will never be a podcast. This is a live show on a network, just like we enjoyed growing up on TV. Like scheduled viewing has disappeared with all of this stuff in the way that people consume content now. Because, you doom scroll and you go through all that. You watch your short, like for us, our short videos, like the 1 minute long videos that we put out there, they get all the views because it's short. People only have a time span for that.
Yeah.
It's really hard for people to sit down and enjoy a show. Whereas when we were growing up, that's all we did. You'd sit down and you'd watch a whole show because you didn't have access to it all the time.
Yeah.
So we're trying to bring back that idea. And as we started doing that, and this is getting into something that we'll talk about later, but with us making sure that we have that old school view, it's carrying over into a new division that we're going to be starting very soon that involves music. Because record labels have gone away just like networks. And so around here, we have all these musicians coming in. I was just talking to our friends, I was telling you about Bloom Entertainment, Kinger and Saul. I was talking to them yesterday, and they got a couple more bands coming in on Wednesday to do some interviews for a show they got this weekend. And we did a whole bunch for about 3 months there with all sorts of bands in this city. Yes, I keep saying we got friends in bands, like Matt from all the bands. Every Tuesday he's here with the All That Angst podcast. He's in 3 bands on his own. And I got my hip hop brother, my friend The Abyss, who's sending me new stuff that he's been working on. And we wrote a song on the All That Angst podcast. So we have all of this music and all these musicians. How do we promote them? How do we show them off? Like, we need a record label. That's what we need. So we've had these brainstorming sessions, and we've come up with a bunch of ideas what that will look like. But I'm going to bring in our Bloom friends as well, because they have a lot of experience in that, and we're going to come up with a sort of a master plan in how to promote this place and the people in it as far as music goes, not just with all this stuff. I like how you're looking like, okay.
Yeah, well,
What
this
is
is the first time even like
this is what I'm
hearing
saying.
of this. Yeah.
And so, because I let you know earlier that we're going to be going and checking in with our friends, and they'll be at the 3 Hall, and we'll be doing some shoots with them and showing off what they do. But we're just combining forces with them. I feel like we're getting very close to our first big concert that we want to do. I said in about 3 months is when we want to do it. But this is going to be something that hopefully moving forward, we can do every 3 months at different establishments around the city and have that being not just a concert for everyone to enjoy and to show off our friends, but also a place where you, the viewer, the member of this team, the most important member of this team, can come in and meet the people. And in between these songs, we're going to have like a video game tournament set up, maybe a hockey shootout, like all this cool stuff that will keep you not only engaged, but having fun while we all meet each other and grow and grow and grow. And at the same time, you get to hear awesome music from these really cool people.
That
So-
sounds amazing.
That's sort of the next big mountain I want to climb, because you don't think about record labels anymore. You don't even talk about, like, for us growing up in the punk rock anyway, it was all about the compilation albums. You know what a compilation album is?
Like a bunch of songs. Like a bunch
There you go.
like a bunch of songs compiled in an album.
What's
I don't know.
What did you do to this
This
thing?
is being
This is,
pulled.
again,
It's a
being
rose.
rushed.
It's the big straw.
Hold on.
It's under the plants. That's
Oh, here.
why.
Oh yeah, we
It's under the
Jake
plan.
the Snake is right on him. Oh.
So I'll just do this.
That's fine. No, that's good. Just make sure it's in front of you. Don't cover up your face and just, yeah, you got it. You know, you've been around microphones. I don't need to show you. So compilation albums were exactly what you said. It's each band that's on the label gets one song on the album. And so you put out a compilation album. And for us, like Fat Records put out the Fat Record compilations. And Epitaph put out Punkorama. Those were the two biggest ones. There's other ones like Give 'Em the Boot and all these other labels. But it was how they showed off the band. So you listen to all these different songs from the different bands, and then once you fell in love with them, you'd go to the record store and you'd buy the CDs of the bands from the compilation album. So for me, Survival of the Fattest was the second Fat Records compilation. And then that started me on this punk rock journey that I still enjoy to this very day, because these songs turned into albums and turned into a love for these bands that then turned into you seeing them at shows. And it was a natural progression as you went forward. And that disappeared like everything else from the greatest decade ever, the 90s. And because of that, we don't have that sort of record label connection. And I feel like if we're bringing back scheduled viewing and network TV here on the internet, why wouldn't we bring back that music and that connection that we grew up with? And so with that in mind, I'm trying to come up with a way to start our own compilation album, showing off the bands that are a part of this family. And then when you hear that compilation album, well, I guess it'll be a playlist or whatever you call it. We won't actually print CDs as much as I wish we could. But then we can say, these are the bands that are going to be there for this show. And then you can say, oh, no way. And then you can find songs that you like. And then you can hear that song that you enjoyed live at the show. Mm-hmm. Again, very simple stuff. It's just we live in a world that doesn't like simple. Everything needs to be complicated. Everyone needs to have their input and their opinion. Everybody must be heard. And if you don't listen, F you, man, you're an asshole. I'm important. No more. And you can just feel it. And this place was built on the idea, and that's why we end every show saying the same thing. Do good things, and they'll start happening to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's such a simple thing to do, yet it's the most impossible thing to execute for most people. And I don't know why, but it upsets me. And I talk too much again, I ran out of my breath.
You can tell you're passionate about it.
You got me fired up.
That's all it is.
You got me fired up. And instead of catching my breath like a professional, I keep going. Sorry. What else happened on your weekend? Anything else?
No. I slept until noon.
Nice.
Both days, I think. I tried peach moonshine. Yeah.
Sounds like something LB might like.
Yeah, no. It had physical peaches in it.
Oh,
so
boy.
the first thing I wanted to try was a peach. I didn't let it like drain anything.
That's a liquor bomb.
It's a liquor
You
bomb.
drank a liquor bomb.
So I took a bite and I realized this is torture, because you then have to keep the shot of alcohol in your mouth while you chew so you don't choke at the same time on moonshine. So I had about half a peach and I went, no more for me. And then I tried shots of it. I don't know. I did not like that. So anyway, didn't even get buzzed because I said absolutely no way. And then went to bed and woke up at noon the next day again. Even though I wasn't drunk or drinking, really.
You know, I would say normally, great job, but you are way too young to be doing such an old person move. Like for me, I was talking again with our author, John Fast. New book out now. Check it out on Amazon. You Can't Stop Love. It's absolutely amazing. And we were talking because he was supposed to come in on Saturday. And then on Saturday, I was just so run down. I was hurting. I was like, brr, brr. I spent the whole day on the couch, napping on and off, trying to catch up. And none of it works. And then I get stressed out because I know I have to sleep. So you try to force yourself to sleep. And then Maggie got sick. And so she was waking me up every hour, crying, wanting to go outside. And then she was having all sorts of issues. So I'm like, oh, my poor baby. So it's just been a whirlwind of a pity party. You know what I mean? Like old Gary, the guy I'd say about a year ago, would have sat here today and said, I hate life. Everything's not fair. Why doesn't stuff go my way? Now I look at that and say, can you believe we got through that? Like I'm already, just talking about it makes me feel better. And when you get older, it becomes so much easier to just put those excuses out there. And I was so proud. I was talking to my dad. and actually the rest of my family, my brother's birthday on Saturday. Shout out to Don Julio, my main man, and they had the birthday party for him at the house on Sunday, which was yesterday. And I hadn't gotten any sleep, and Maggie was sick, and I was sick, and I was like, oh. And I sent a message saying, I feel like garbage. The dog's puking all over the place. Like, it's a war zone in here. I'm not going to be able to make it. And even then I felt, like I was letting everyone down. And then my mom was the one that said, you're working too hard. You're burnt out. And my exact response, and this is how I know that my whole life has changed with this place. Old me would have took that as like, yeah, you're right. I just need to get a little more this and that, a little more rest and easy way out. And I said, Mom, I've spent my entire life working like hard on a level of like incredibly hard worker to like not worker. My whole life not working, just cruising by, not putting in any effort, not putting in any work, just trying to get through the day with the least amount of responsibility, least amount of pressure, all that stuff that wears you down. I responded by saying, I've gone my whole life without actually working. I need to make up for it. That's what I said. And it's true. That's how I feel. Because for the first time, I actually feel like the work I'm doing is making a difference. So you're like, you get addicted to that feeling and you want to keep chasing it. And it's like, that's why you have an author here and you're double booking and triple booking and not paying attention to getting a producer in here, then trying to put everything up while I drop the ball. See, a good boss, and I'm learning all the time, a good boss would have, 3:30 been like, hey guys, is there anyone coming in today? But I got stuck doing other stuff and we're going, then all of a sudden it's almost go time. And then I'm like, guys, anyone coming in there? It's like, oh no. The job of the boss is to make sure everyone's on the same page, and I blew it there. So then I feel like I let everyone down. At the same time, I appreciate so much that we have built a place where it's okay for us to make mistakes. And it all goes back to that whole thing of just wanting to do good and to be better. This is turning into like a sermon.
Yeah.
Why did we do that?
I like it though, because I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. First rule, no politics, no religion. I already broke it. Dang.
But I get what you're saying in terms of like, oh, as a boss, I should have been on top of that. But also as the boss, you're so much on everything else. Like coming up with the idea to go and maybe be a record label potentially. Or like, do you know what I mean? Things like that. And then getting me in here and doing, well, Emily made Mondays because I'm here. And then LB being awesome and rushing in.
He got here so fast.
Crazy. And it's just like, but also a boss could have been mad about that. But what? You know what I mean? You're like, you explain it and you're like, well, no, I have no reason to be mad. Like it was a mix up. It happens. We all make mistakes.
This is what we do.
So going back to you, even though you're the boss, you're allowed to make mistakes.
In a way, I want us all to be the boss. And that's how we like to treat it. So that's why I think that's where I fall down a little bit and say, yeah, I sort of dropped, but at the same time, we are all aware, and part of being the boss, whatever that is to make sure everyone here understands how important they are, right? And, understands that everyone has their place here, and we all work best when we work together. Mm-hmm. It's just all these little things you learn over time. Mm-hmm. I realized I pulled the shot glass out. I was going to talk about my little trick back in the day.
Quick change of subject here, guys.
Yeah. Again, I'm done with all that. I just wanted to get that out there. Monday feelings. We got Monday feelings, and we got to get rid of them. So I got this from my grandma and grandpa's. Bar service, don't yell, ring bell, from a long, long time ago. And this shot glass has been through so much, like so much. I think, what do we estimate, like somewhere over like 10,000 shots, easily, at the house on 4th Street. Everyone who came by, this thing just didn't stop. And the trick was, and things really escalated, and that's probably why I don't drink anymore. But things really escalated when I realized that I guess you had a peach, an actual physical peach, so that'd be a little harder. But
I did switch to just a liquid after. So
yeah, you got to have your chase.
Yeah,
so whatever
always.
your chase is, you hit it, okay? And then you hold it in there. You don't swallow it. Ring the bell. And then right after you swallow, you chase it. And then it takes away all the burn. Once I learned that, I was shooting everything.
So why does the
bell's for
bell
effect? It's like those old magician tricks. What's it called? Decoy. Look over here while I'm doing something over here.
Oh, so your brain is focused on the bell while it's going down.
The whole thing is, oh, look at this. Hi. Oh, you got cut out by the border, buddy.
Aw.
So all it is just don't swallow the shot until you have the chase going down. That's
Right.
the secret. So next time or any other time you're doing shots, that's just a little something to think about.
I've also heard
Learning how to drink.
breathing out after taking a shot help.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. Holding your nose.
There's a lot of tricks, hey?
I've heard if you stick your finger in your ear.
Or
Or, LB.
really, coming from this guy. Hold on. What kind of shot did you do on your birthday with your incredibly handsome father? A B-52. Something to think about. What's in that
That's
B-52?
a lot to think about.
Kahlua, Bailey's, and Grand Marnier. That's
Have
the
you ever
shot,
just
see?
done good old-fashioned tequila?
Yeah,
No,
see?
there we
That's
go.
the difference, okay.
That's why he
Come
said
back
just take
to
it like
me.
a regular shot. Yeah.
Come back to me once you've done a shot at tequila. I think out of all the alcohols I've seen people shoot, that's probably the one that makes people puke the most.
Yes. I don't know what it is, even with the salt and lime.
Well, it's because it's nasty.
It's
tequila.
so disgusting.
And it gets you just,
Yeah.
yikes.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like the idea that the B-52. Now, you're an airplane guy. Is that named after the B-52 bombers? He doesn't know. See, I'm thinking, because I come from that era where the B-52s was the band, the B-52s. And they got that song. They got Rock Lobster, and they got, what's the other one? Got me a car. It's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. Love Shack. In the Love Shack is a little old place where you don't know B-52s.
No.
This is why I love having you here. And this is why I love everyone here. Everybody represents a different generation,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
you're like just, what are you, 23?
23.
You're 23. This guy's 19. And then we got the old guys, and then we got guys that are in the middle. And everyone brings a different outlook to what we talk about. Because I have to remember, you have no idea about the B-52s. There's this guy who's got that really weird voice, and he sings like that. That's what he does.
Okay.
And
Like-
so I hear the shot B-52s, and I'm instantly thinking, like, you can have a shot, you know?
It probably could be based off that then.
I doubt it. I think we're just wishful thinking again.
Yeah. I like when things collide like that, though. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
an
I
old
do.
band and now a shot named after that band. That's pretty cool.
Maybe we can just tell that story. We'll just make
Yeah.
it.
Well, okay, guys. That's how it is.
We go out here
Don't
and say,
search it up.
we never lie about anything. We always tell the truth, except for the B-52.
Except for B-52.
That's
Don't ask any questions.
The Monday edition of your show rolling on. We have our friend Emily Mae Simmons in. Hold on, can you? Oh, your mic's probably not hooked up either. Don't worry about it. I was unplugging everything there. This is important stuff. So
Test,
I want
test.
to
Yeah,
make
it's
sure you
working.
get your mic and make a mental note. Let's get that.
It's working.
It's on. All right, tell us your story.
Okay, B-52, it's not well documented, but one claim is head bartender in Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta,
Canada.
and this guy named Peter Fitch, and apparently he named all of his new drinks after favorite bands, albums, and songs.
Come
So
on.
it could be actually the band.
No way.
Yeah.
Like 99% is if he names all the drinks after the songs or bands. Oh
Come
my
on.
God. So
Now
we didn't even
just,
lie.
That's just one possibility for
Oh,
what
No,
it's
that's
shush.
the
coming.
It's the only
Yes, Thank
possibility.
you. Yeah.
We didn't
Problem
lie.
solving.
You heard it here first.
Literally. See, and that's. I'm so happy. We solve all the world's biggest issues.
We really do.
How did they name the B-52 shot that LB celebrated with his beautiful, handsome father on his birthday? Oh, yeah. Just the guy that goes, we were at the beach, and everybody had matching towels.
I'm gonna have to listen to this guy.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
sing style, but it works for them. Everyone loves Love Shack.
And it sounds like a good sing-along one. Like
Yeah.
you say Love Shack, I feel like I maybe have heard that before.
Yeah. You
Just a
definitely have.
chorus, probably.
It's, yeah. Like, it's the Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. I love the, I got me a car, it's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. Like, the
Yeah, that's a good.
just the stage presence.
good
It's very
rhyme.
fun. All the love to LB, not just the magician inside here, but also an incredible show that he co-hosts with our sweet, beautiful dragon called The
Yes.
Viewing Room. And they're like the getters of thousands of views, the biggest show on the network. And they're always putting in all that work. So it's so cool.
And if
to
you
see
like
these guys thrive.
movies and you don't know if you want to watch one, they give great reviews on it. I
Hell
trust
yeah.
them
Yep.
99% of the time.
Except for Dragon.
So,
You don't trust Dragon. You guys got like a little beef going on, which I always
Yeah.
appreciate. I think it's quite humorous.
yeah, I only trust LB.
That's right. Me too. No offense to Dragon.
Obviously, LB told us what we already knew, so he's
that's true.
obviously God. That's
He's
what
on
I.
the same page. What's the new one tomorrow? Every Tuesday, new viewing room. You know what's going on? Oh no way! Are you? Oh, you ever seen the movie Seven?
No. But it sounds like I might have to watch a review about it.
It's yeah. Like if do you like suspenseful thrillers?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, dude, this
But
is
I
probably
need like a teddy bear and a blanket
Yeah.
around me.
yeah, like all of that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch them. And
Have you
for
seen it
some,
then?
yeah.
Okay.
And this is why I'm warning you.
Oh.
Like that movie really messed me up for a while. Like it's a brain torture. So it's called Seven, and the idea is this guy, his wife gets taken by this bad guy, who is basically don't ruin it. Okay,
Yeah, I was about to say, is he about to spoil? I thought you were gonna give like a.
I haven't watched it in a long time, like years. Okay, I'll stop saying it. Can I say the one big line for it that I always use? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Is it like her head or something?
No, we're not ruining anything. It's just I say that all the time. Definitely not her head. It's we're not spoiling nothing. But
Just make sure you watch.
there
their
is
new
viewing room
episode.
right there every Tuesday. And this movie, I gotta tell you, these are the perfect guys to review it because they take away all of that angst and all that scariness that you get from watching it
Yeah.
while still representing it on screen. Like I'm telling you, these guys are legends in the making with everything they do around here. And just to see them take on these movies that I don't have the balls to watch ever again and be like, yeah, we're gonna review it.
Yeah, we're gonna rewatch it again and write notes and pause it
Yeah.
and make sure we're getting in the depths of the entire movie. Yeah. I don't know. It's your job, not mine.
Just like we taught them, don't work too hard. Well, most people nowadays they work so hard, and lots of it doesn't do any good. People work just to work. You got to work, but at the same time, this is to be preached again.
I was gonna
At the
say.
same time, do quality work. Don't just work to work.
Well, yes.
Something to think about. No? Yeah. I don't know. It's Monday. What did we say? We got a case of the Mondays, but around here that's a good thing because they're Emily May Mondays. Did you watch any football? Did you ever watch football?
Oh, do you want to know a really cool story?
So excited.
No, I don't
Please.
watch football, but my first job, when I first moved to Fort St. John, BC, shout out.
Love Fort St. Hey, the Bash Chucks. Love you guys.
Yeah,
My peeps.
obviously.
Yeah.
When I moved there, it was at a radio station. It was like a TV broadcast journalism job, but we also worked in the same building as a radio station.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So the radio guys would go out and do their Thursday night footballs, and they would do like events. They could
Yeah,
win stuff. It was
exactly.
a trivia night or something,
Yeah.
and they would win it off.
You give away football prizes and all that.
Yeah, so we would all go because I was the only reporter in this tiny place, and I had no friends. So
Beautiful
they would
town.
invite me out, and it was really sweet, and we would get drinks and food, and they told me, one rule, going out, I have to pick a team to cheer for. And
here we
I
go.
said, okay. I searched them all up. I saw some pretty colors, and I decided on the Rams. Yes, but that was everyone's reaction. And do you want to know what the Rams did that year?
Won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
And that's who the team I'm going to cheer for the rest of my life because how random is that?
Do you know what the Rams just did this weekend?
Oh, God, what did they do?
No.
Oh, what did they do?
That's better.
Yeah.
They knocked out the best team in the NFC,
Who's the best team?
the Detroit Lions. And it was a huge upset. Like,
Really?
not a little one, like a huge one.
Because
I
the
think it was
Rams don't.
Detroit. Yeah, that was
Oh,
Detroit, right? I'm not
yeah?
losing it? Yeah.
Because the Rams don't seem that supported.
The Rams, not only are they not supported, like their division, I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan.
Okay.
I love the Cards. And their division has the Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
So in that division alone, it's like everyone loves Seahawks, everyone loves the Niners. It's always the lowly Cardinals and the lowly Rams that get, shunned.
Yeah.
And this season was another great example of this Rams team. It's like, what the hell is going on? They started the season like 2-7, or like they were done before the halfway point. Like they had no receivers. Everyone was injured. They were just scraping to get by. Horrible football. And then all of a sudden they get all their guys together, and they start playing. And this Rams team, if I'm any other team out there, I'm scared of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared of what's happening, because if you can knock out Detroit now, Detroit had, I believe, 18 starters on the injured reserve list.
Oh,
So
okay.
they've been decimated. I think they had 3 starters on their defense that were practice roster guys. I hadn't played a snap all year.
Oh,
So that will be
okay.
the excuses that people use. But
Yeah.
again, props to the Detroit Lions. No excuses. Coach is like, no, we should have did this. We don't want to hear any of that crap. And like, Detroit should be so proud that they even got to stick with the Rams in how good they're playing.
Yeah.
Like, they have everything clicking. Like you said, they've been there before. They
Yeah.
know how to win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see how things play out. But I'm very happy you brought up the Rams.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
very cool.
they're the underdogs.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess actually they will be.
if they make it,
Yeah.
right? They will be.
Yeah, so we got, what is it now? We got Buffalo in the AFC, and we got Kansas City in the AFC, and we got LA, and what do we got? Washington? Philly.
What team do you
What
two
am I
cheer
forgetting?
for?
Me too?
You and LB.
LB, he cheers for the Riders. He's a CFL guy.
Okay, I respect it. What team do you
Well, you
cheer
don't have
for?
to respect it.
No, I do. Go Riders,
Okay.
go.
Wow. She's got that Rider pride. See, it was the Commanders. So everything I just said, I knew I was wrong. It was Washington. It's like something not adding up. Washington beat the Lions.
So it wasn't the Rams at
Nope.
all.
I just yanked your chain.
See, he was testing you guys there. You remember how you trusted us on the
That's it.
B-52 thing? He thought, maybe they'll trust us
I was
again.
wondering. I was
Even though
like,
they probably watched the game over the weekend and were screaming into the
the
laptop that you have it
Washington
wrong.
Commanders. Yes, everyone is going to be absolutely upset. That was a good 5 minutes of talking about how
Yeah.
good the Rams are. The Rams lost to the Eagles. But
Oh, okay.
same story sticks. The Eagles,
Yeah.
second
I like
seed.
the Eagles.
And the Eagles, their story is pretty crazy too. But the Rams went in there and they got it down to, I think it was about the 15-yard line. They were that close to scoring
Yeah.
before they didn't. But they had no business being in that game with the Eagles. And even nearing the end of the game, they were down 2 scores, and they got back, and they were clawing away. So your Rams did very, very good. Philadelphia moving on. Washington moving on. Washington's the big story. The Rams did have a big win the week before that they weren't
Okay.
supposed to win. And then you got your Bills, who beat the Ravens, which is very, very sad.
Yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson's my dog. He's such a gangster, man. That guy goes out there every day and does stuff no human being should ever do on a football field. And he put the ball into his tight end, Mark Andrews' hand for a 2-point conversion, and he just dropped it. It was a snow game. It was tough. It was hard in Buffalo, and it was very cold, but he gave his team every opportunity to win that game. But Buffalo moving on to take on Kansas City. And the Eagles will take on the Washington Commanders. I still can't believe I was thinking the Rams the whole time. You know, at least we say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay to make mistakes.
It's okay to make mistakes.
That's your
But
lesson.
one thing I did notice is you kept avoiding the question of what is your favorite football team?
Arizona Cardinals.
Oh,
I did tell you that.
You didn't say it.
No, I did.
No, you did. Okay, Arizona Cardinals.
And the reason I love the Cardinals so much, and this is a great story that I like to share all the time,
Perfect.
is because there was a quarterback named Jake Plummer who went to Arizona State. And I remember watching this guy. They call him Jake the Snake. And he was a hell of a quarterback, and I got really behind him. Like, I can dig what this guy's doing. And the Cardinals drafted him. So I said, I'm going to follow this guy to his team, and he goes to Arizona. So I say, okay, I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan now. And as a Cardinals fan, the team was brutal. Like, so bad for so long. One Super Bowl and last whatever since I started cheering for him. But as the son of a plumber, I was like, oh, Jake Plummer. My dad's a plumber. This is perfect. That's how I got into the Cards. And then they had one Super Bowl against the Steelers. And we're still waiting for Santonio Holmes' foot to touch the ground. Everyone says it touched. I'm telling you, if you look at that video, his second foot doesn't touch, but they gave it to him anyway. So upsetting. Still a soft spot. And John, the author here, he's a huge Steelers fan. I said that to him. He's like, oh, and then we got into a nice little debate about the whole thing. But the real story is you can't let James Harrison pick off a ball and run 99 yards right before halftime. All you got to do is just push him out of bounds. He was this close to going out of bounds. All these little, like, they say it's a game of inches, and it so is. Like from both of those touchdowns, they were within an inch of having both of them not happen. That's as close as we got as Cardinals fans. It was
Wow.
Right there. So, glutton
Does
for
this
punishment.
Plumber, sir, still play for?
No. He's long retired. Apparently, I think he's got his own line of THC products, and he's like a man of the earth. Someone I really want to mold myself after. So, Jake the
Okay.
Snake Plumber always having an impact on my life as we move
So
forward.
Jake the Snake Plumber, if you're out there listening,
Yes,
you
get
can
on
make
the
one
show.
man's dreams come true.
Get on our show. I'd love to talk to him.
That'll
And he
be
can
a
bring
good
some
show.
products in for us to test.
Yeah!
It would be great.
Come
I
on
think that would
in,
be very
Jake the Snake.
We'll go to the moon together, brother, but only after the show, because that's the new rules. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Every show is sober here because we are responsible. Emily Way. Oh, did you watch it? Oh, it's not down, dude. There's a tiny, if you really zoom in. Yeah, do it. All right, yeah, put your money where your mouth is, tough guy.
LB really just wanted to cause some chaos
He knows
here
what
for
he's
the
doing.
last 5 minutes.
Hey, before he gets that up, who do you got? The Eagles, the Commanders, the Chiefs, or the Bills? Winning the Super Bowl.
I'm going to go Eagles because I've heard the
Interesting.
Chiefs, a lot of people hate them.
Well, it's not even people hate them. The problem is that the league loves them. So every single
So
time
they get it.
Patrick Mahomes does anything, it's a
Yeah,
flop.
it's that guy.
It's a whole nother conversation for another day. I will say the difference between anyone else getting hit and him being Mahomes is so like it's so obvious and out of hand. And he's always diving now. Like he'll just get tapped and he'll go, like he got shot. And then the league just loves to throw flags. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why everyone anyone who enjoys football knows
it's getting a little
that if
scary.
you are the Kansas City Chiefs, the league has your back. Like John said today, he really doesn't like how the officials wear Kansas City Chief jerseys for all of their games. And just
Is that legal?
no, but listen to this. I think they had 10 or 11 wins this year that were within one score. And as we all know, one or two calls that get called or don't get called can sort of cover that up.
Yep.
So this is a team that's barely won any games, and they're still here
And they're
for the.
faking
There was
it.
I think it's their 7th time straight going to the AFC title game, and they're going for their 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that would annoy me too.
Yeah.
That would actually make me dislike them so much.
Yep, absolutely. So you're
Yeah.
still an Eagles fan? You're taking the Eagles?
Yeah.
I love Washington, dude. If we're gonna join a team to cheer for, I feel like Washington should be our team.
Do we have to be one big team?
Well, I just
the
feel
same
like they
team?
could really use our help because they have no business being where they are. They had no business
Oh.
beating Detroit
Okay.
at all.
Oh.
And this quarterback, Jaden Daniels, has quietly become what some people are saying the greatest rookie of all time in the history of the NFL. Just with all the stuff that he did to get his team there, and then to win 2 games, one against one of the favorites from the start of the year.
Yeah.
Like he's just done all of these things that no human being is supposed to do, and he keeps doing it.
What's his name again?
Jaden Daniels. Here we go.
Jaden Daniels. Keep an eye out. But first, what
There it is.
am I looking for?
Right side coming
Gets
up.
the
Watch the
snap.
toes here, okay?
He scrambles
Back
around,
right
throws
foot.
it back corner
Watch
of the
this
end
guy's
zone.
foot.
Santonio with a touchdown.
Left one gets down.
Santonio home.
Watch this.
I don't know how he
Left
did
one
it.
down.
Dominique
Right
Rogers
one.
Cromartie doesn't know how he
That
did
right
it.
toe.
But they
The
rule
right
it
toe
down
goes on
to
top
the
of his
far
foot.
right
Watch
corner
Yeah,
of the
it's
end
not
zone.
touching.
What a throw.
Yeah,
What a
his
catch.
toe is on
What
top
a
of his
game.
foot. Look, it does not touch.
Be great.
That cost them a Super Bowl. Can you believe that? Damn you, Santonio. Cut it. Cut the video.
That seems
Look
like,
at it. It's on top of his toe.
how long did that take
Look
for
at
them
that.
to figure
Look.
it out until
I knew right when it happened. I was watching it at Verno's place down at 302 Cascade Street. He had the best Super Bowl party in the history of Super Bowls. And this dude, oh, he's getting the zoom in. Here we go. Look at that. That is
Look-
not
yeah,
touching.
that's not
It's not
touching.
touching. And I knew right away, and I was
What a
screaming,
game.
no!
No, it's touching the back of his foot.
It's touching out of bounds. That's out of bounds. Don't ruin this. I've had this argument forever. You know, leave it to LB to use technology to break
Yeah.
my heart.
It like is, but it also I think
It's just a trick. It's a
a-
camera trick.
Yeah, it's a controversial. I could see how that would
I need
be
a different angle.
controversial.
Inconclusive. No, I don't want any more. You're right. Let's just roll, Frankie.
Thanks for joining us on an episode of LB Destroying.
Yeah, everything. Oh, I didn't put the transmitter on. LB, I didn't put the transmitter on. I'm so angry right now. I've spent the last 20 years talking about that damn play.
LB has just destroyed Gary,
Yeah,
and you all got to witness it firsthand.
I need a break. I need a break. Oh, now I got a hum coming. Boy, oh boy. There he is. All right. Perfect. Are you gonna play us out?
Yep.
Perfect. What a day. To the Phenom. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
So excited for you. Hopefully you have like the best birthday party of your life tonight. When you're in on Wednesday, we'll chat more and I'll give you a big hug and congratulate you on hitting the big 1-9. Very exciting. Hopefully you had a better shot than the B-52.
Like some
that's
tequila.
That's a good shot. Yeah, somewhere in the middle. Don't do tequila, don't do P-52. Find something nice. To Emily May.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the Emily May Monday. Fantastic. I look very forward to keep doing this and moving along and growing as really good things always happen when we're here. So thank you for being you. LB, my savior, my sweet, beautiful prince, even when he destroys the only thing I had left to cheer for my Cardinals. Still love you, buddy. And thank you for getting in here and getting everything on and set up and getting another show done. I thought this might be the one where we actually don't go on. We haven't missed a show yet.
No?
How close are we to 200? This is the 194.
So you're going to be at...
Tuesday next
Tuesday
week,
next
episode 200. I'm going to start planning for that. Still streaking, and it feels so good. To our author, John Fast, book out now. Can't Stop Love. Check it out. Thank you for every single time you come in, brother. It means the world. And to everyone else that's a part of this thing, thank you for making just the world a better place. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. Coming in here, understanding we're here to entertain, but at the same time, we're also here to lift each other up. No getting mad. Even if your dreams get shattered by your engineer, you can't get mad. That's what I learned. It's the first time I've really got a good look at that, and I'm really upset. It's gonna give me nightmares today. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow with the All Out Angst podcast. It's going to be an absolute blast like it always is. Until that time, be sure to take some time for yourself and realize that, hey, we're going to make this world a better place. We got to start doing it now and doing good things, all right? And that's not coming from a preachy place. That's just coming from a guy who's done it the other way and realized being a curmudgeon just doesn't work. Why not try something else? Treat people how you want to be treated, okay? Karma's very real. Do good things. They'll start happening to you. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Woo!
Woo!